All right, family, welcome. This is literally one of the craziest things that I've ever heard in my entire life. And I had to get on here and I had to share it with y'all because I don't even know what to say about this. So we're going to get into it. You guys let me know what you think. First off, I want to thank the mods, man. Thank you guys for being here. I see Trev, I see Abby, I see Mrs. Blaze. Yo, I love each and every one of you. You guys, these guys put in so much work to keep this like a safe, pleasant place to hang out because I don't know if y'all noticed lately, we got some trolley trolls up in here in their mom's basement, typing some whack stuff, spamming the chat. These are my gunners, man. These are the ones who keep this a cool-ass scene to hang out in, and they have my utmost respect and thanks and love for that. Also, you guys, man, the community. You guys are a part of my daily life, a part of my daily recovery. I can't tell you how much it means to me. I know that we've got a lot of new people all the way back to the day ones, but let me just tell you something, like, the numbers of how many people I have in this community, it's not just a number to me. Each and every one of you guys who watches, who comments, who likes, who shares, who goes back and forth with me, man, you guys are people. And I mean, it means so much to me that you guys would choose to spend your time hanging out with me, that you guys see some value in me. Because there was a long time in my life where I didn't see the value in myself. And now that I've learned to love myself a little bit, to see other people that just want to hang out and kick it and get some sort of value out of the stuff that I spit and that I kick, it means more to me than you guys are ever gonna know. So thank you. You guys really do a lot for me and for Jax and for Zero. I appreciate each and every one of you on a human level. You guys are family to me and we love you guys.
Love you.
Jax
Abby wants to clarify that she is not a prison gunner.
So look, I gotta take 1 second. Sorry, gotta get that bag. We have to shout out today's sponsor, Genghis Schlong's ED medication. If your noodles are limp, Genghis Schlong will help you conquer the world. I completely made that up. That is not a thing that exists. I'm really sorry. I'm like 12 years old in here, but I love you guys. So look, man, there's this band out of Nashville, right? Jumping right into this. This band is a metal band. It's like a hardcore band. There's like different levels and genres of metal. You know, like there's a lot of people, if you're not into heavy metal music, it's kind of hard to keep track of like what band is what genre or whatever. Red Wolf, love you, homie. Appreciate you. Big love. So it's hard to like, you know, if you're not a part of the scene, to be able to tell the distinct different types of metal. But they're called Lorna, and they are a hardcore band. Now, hardcore is a form of metal. You know, it's a little bit more like slower, a little bit more screamy. It's usually like a lot of it's pretty inspirational. Like it stems from bands like, you know, they're not like the old school, but the most known hardcore band, I think, at this point is probably Hatebreed. I've hung out with Hatebreed. They're super cool dudes. Don't let their name get you messed up and think that they're like some white supremacist thing. It's nothing like that at all. They sing very inspirational, very guttural, very hardcore music, a lot of screaming. I actually met the singer, Jamie Josta, when they were coming through Eugene, and they were playing with Glassjaw, which is another really cool band that a lot of people don't know about, but this band right here, they had a singer who fell in love with the guitarist's fiance. The guitarist's name is Six. The singer's name is Diego. Diego fell in love with his own bandmate's fiance. Now, let me just tell you, I've been in a lot of metal bands and a lot of bands like punk rock bands and everything. The number one rule is you guys are brothers. You guys are in this together. It's like you guys go to war together. Every time you step on that stage, you guys have to be really in sync to be able to play with each other. And that brotherhood, that connection, that loyalty is supposed to come before a lot of things. You're definitely not allowed to be eyeballing your bandmate's girlfriend. That is dirty ass pool, bro. Like, I don't care what else you do with your personal life. You don't treat your bandmates like that. That's like a number one cardinal rule to break. But homie had eyes for Six's girl. Even though they were happy, they were in love. Like, if you look at the pictures of them, man, like, these two were happy and in love, bro. Like, they were about each other. They were getting married. And this scumbag singer decided he wanted what was his brother's. So he also was a dude that worked at I don't know if it was a GNC, but it was a supplement store like that. He was a dude who works out a lot. This comes into play in this story. This is very important in the story. Dude works out. Dude apparently was using gear, steroids, and working at this supplement shop. And he told Six, hey, I can get you free supplements from the store that we were going to throw away because, whatever reason, they weren't selling good or whatever. He started giving them pre-workout. And, they were opened when he gave them to him, but it was full. So Six was like, okay, cool, man. Pre-workout, for those of you who don't work out, is just, it gives you a little jump. It gives you a little bump. It gives you some energy, makes your face a little bit numb. It lets you, it increases your vascularity so you get better pumps. Metal for life. Keep your PP to yourself. Cam, big love and respect, homeboy. You already know. So really, it helps you get a better pump. So your muscles are going to look bigger and stuff after your workout. During your workout, you're going to get more blood flow. It's going to be able to help you with energy to be able to push more weight and everything. It's a motivator. You know what I'm saying? It's a motivator. So he's getting this free pre-workout, and the dude was putting estrogen in it. The dude was legitimately putting estrogen is the hormone that basically it's what makes women women. So as far as hormones go, what makes men hormonally is testosterone. That is the foundation of all that is man. And what makes women women hormonally is going to be estrogen. So real life, if somebody is transitioning, if somebody is trying to transition from a male to a female, what they give them is estrogen to help them start growing titties, to change their voice to a higher pitch. It starts to change the chemical composition of who you are as a human and your gender. It starts to affect you with your gender. And he was poisoning his bandmate, trying to transition him into a woman because he wanted to steal his chick. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard right there. Now, this went on for 5 or 6 months, and Six knew there was something wrong with him. He was fatigued all the time. He was working out but getting smaller. He was having problems with his man junk. You know what I'm saying? When you're on estrogen and you're a dude, your pee-pee no work. His pee-pee no work. And he was going to the doctor trying to figure out what's going on with me. My pee-pee not a hammer. My pee-pee limp noodle, which is why, I made up the fake sponsor at the beginning. But, it's cyclical. It all comes around. So, dude, the doctor couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. He's like, it's like you're growing a vagina, bro. We're just not sure what's happening with your biological ecosystem here. After about 6 months, they're all drunk. You know what I'm saying? They played a show. They're hanging out after the show. They're in the green room. They're tossing them back. And Diego lets it slip. Him and Six are having a little back and forth type of conversation, and they're arguing a little bit, and Diego's like, yeah, bro, but you half a bitch, bro. I've been putting estrogen in your pre-workout, so you half a bitch now, bro. Wait, what? And then it started, his gears started grinding. He started thinking, okay, PP no work, getting smaller, nipples very sensitive, all the things that would happen if you were being dosed with estrogen were happening to Six. Diego had been doing this to him, and he admitted it. He admitted it red-handed. This is nuts. This is absolutely insane. White Snow said, what up, JD? Hope you're doing good. The path to enlightenment is not easy, but you're well on your way. I love you, White Snow. It's good to see you. Thank you so much. So, his brain starts going through this, and he's like, yeah, all these symptoms make sense. This makes sense. This is what I've been going to the doctor for because I'm having all these problems. Now, on top of the physical effects of introducing estrogen into a man's system without having the checks and balances of making sure your hormones are balanced right, on top of that, the other thing that it does is it messes with your mental health. He was having mental health breakdowns. He was in tears all the time. He was really, truly going through it. You know what I'm saying? He was having ideations. His brain is so flooded with this female hormone that he's going menstrual, dog. He's PMSing in his brain. And so he was struggling. He was on the struggle bus, bro. Not just the tour bus. Homie was riding the struggle bus. And so he realized what was happening this whole time. It was his singer. Diego was dosing him. Lancer said, hey, JD, how's it going, bro? Hope you're doing good. I love you, homeboy. I hope you're doing good, too. Hey, Stephen Melanick, support. Stay on that grind. Your message is getting out. How about this convict needs to get looked at segment? I'd be down to throw some money to support such a thing. Hey, homie, I appreciate that. That's a great idea. Big love and respect to you, man. Really appreciate you, Steven. So yeah, he's tripping. He's tripping at this point. The whole band is tripping. They're like, is this dude really doing this? And Diego straight up told him, I'm doing this because I'm gonna steal your girl. Bro, this girl don't want you, dog. This girl is happy and engaged. But he was doing that dubious ass, backhanded, poisoning him with the estrogen stuff. Now, the Nashville band, and their name is Warna, they kicked Diego out. Like immediately, like right off rip, they were like, yeah, homie, you gotta go. We ain't gonna trust a snake ass bitch like you. So they kicked him out. Imagine if you found out that one of your best friends was trying to transition you into a chick against your will, dog. That would be wild. Like, this is what oh boy looked like. That's 6 before they started giving him the stuff. Let me see if I can find this picture of him after. It was on the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a burly dude working out and everything. He ended up, like, you could see changes in his face. I don't know if he's ever gonna it's gonna take some time and some hormone replacement therapy to get 6 back to where he was as far as his biological makeup, as far as his mental health. Like, this could do permanent damage to somebody. You don't just start dosing somebody with hormones to transition them against their will, bro. Like, that's crazy. So they kicked old boy out and publicly said, you know, they didn't want to throw him under the bus. He threw himself under the bus. He literally went on social media and he was like, yeah, I said that I was doing this, but I was just joking and I never did that. And so now he's thrown it out there that this is even a thing, bro. Like, why do every time, bro, people snitch on themselves. It's crazy as hell. So then the band had to address it. They're like, yeah, no, you know what? Like, 6 has been going to the doctor for literal months now, trying to figure out what's going on with him. Dude was 100% dosing him with estrogen, which imagine how embarrassing that is for that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't trying to publicly oust Diego, but he threw that out there. So now 6 has to go out in public and be like, yeah, you know, like I've been getting dosed, bro, and like, you know, I have half a clit now, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the itty bitty titty committee, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm built like Taylor Swift now, dog. Like, that sucks for him to have to come out in public and be like, yo, this happened to me, bro. I wouldn't want to have to do that. So they publicly outed him and you know, said, no, dude, like, for real. And they released text messages, and the text messages, I guess he was drunk texting, bro. Like, why do people pick up their phone when they drunk? Like, I don't drink anymore, you know what I'm saying? Because I know some of the texts that I done sent when I was drunk were catastrophic. I'd have to go back for like months afterwards cleaning up the messes from my dumbass thumbs going off when I'm drunk, bro. Don't drunk text, you guys. Like, I know some of you guys drink responsibly, and I appreciate that. That's cool, man. Don't drive and don't drunk text, especially your ex, bro. Leave your ex alone. They're toxic. You guys are toxic together. Whatever the toxicity was, it didn't go away just because you like hammered a 6-pack or a 12-pack or a bottle of Henny, bro. Promise. Just leave that shit lie when you drunk, dog.
I learned not to even talk when I was drunk.
Jack said she learned not to even talk when she was drunk. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a situation where dude just keeps compounding the issue. He sent these texts and they released the texts. So it 100% shows that this dude was doing this. Now, 6, as far as what he's doing, because like, it doesn't sound like he's trying to press charges, even though if he proves this, if he can press charges and proves this, which they have text messages saying that he did it, and he also has physical evidence. If they can prove what he was doing to this dude, it's a major case, bro. It's a major case. Like, he could get dude real screwed off. The physical evidence that he has is he still has, like, one of those things, a pre-workout that's dosed with estrogen. And 6 did say since Diego is saying that he didn't do it and basically talking crap about them, basically he's throwing shade at the band saying, I was just kidding, I was drunk, you guys need to tighten up, you guys are little bitches. He's like, okay, bet, cool, I'm gonna go get this tested. He's gonna go get it tested at a lab, and if that pops up with estrogen in it, he could 1000% press charges with the combination of the text messages, the witness statements, and it doesn't sound like these dudes that are in this metal band. I'll tell you one thing about dudes in metal bands, bro. I've never met a dude in a metal band that likes cops. Has anybody ever met a dude in a metal band that likes cops? I haven't. I 100% understand that he's probably not trying to go there, and I understand exactly why. Most cops don't like dudes that look like they're in metal bands. We got tattoos, we got long hair, we got spikes coming off our shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a meshing culture usually. I've met a few cops that were metalheads, but for the most part, they give us shit, dog. They don't like punk rockers, they don't like metalheads. It's opposing cultures. I can see why he's not trying to press no charges, and that's what's up. That's what's up. Good on you, Six. Plus, he's probably got mixed emotions because he's having PMS in his head from all that estrogen, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's high on the Ezzy. He's got that Ezzy. He's probably sitting in his room crying, listening to Lana Del Rey, feeling real bad about himself. Like, what did I do? Is it my fault? I can fix him. I hope not, but maybe that's what he's going through. I don't know, bro. Lancer said, I've been working for 6 days and 3 weeks. Do you think creatine is a good idea? Look, creatine can be a really good idea because it can increase your size, but as soon as you stop taking it, you're going to lose that. So I've never messed with creatine just because, as soon as you stop taking it, your gains you get from it are going to go away. Silencio Steve said, man, what is with the singers doing weird stuff like that? Look, don't paint all singers with that brush, bro, because I'll tell you what. I am a singer. I'm also a drummer, though, so I think it cancels the two out. I'm the two weirdest out of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? The big dumb dude who hits shit with sticks and the dude who screams and throws up into a microphone. True story. I've literally thrown up on a microphone on stage at a concert. It was a rough night. Stop judging me, okay? I'll go listen to Lana Del Rey in the other room, and I'll cry about it and think I can fix you. So, yeah, I don't know if he's gonna press any charges or anything like that. He might be gathering more evidence. There might be charges that come from this. There might not be. All I know is that I've never heard of somebody dosing out one of their homies, one of their bandmates, one of their friends, trying to turn them into a chick, sprouting tits, you know what I'm saying? Mini clit. Because he wanted to steal the girl, bro. That is a foul and dubious way to treat your homeboy, bro. If you call somebody your brother and you running that type of askew-ass game on him, bro, wait, what? So, we're going to have to see how this whole thing evolves and goes on. I'm pretty sure that we haven't heard the last of this story. If for no other reason that this dude, what's his name again? Diego. I keep thinking I have to remember. So I'm the type of person who has to remember certain things by thinking of other things. And so I just think Dora the Explorer. Diego, you know what I'm saying? He tried to turn him into Dora. That's crazy. Diego tried to turn him into Dora. Maybe he didn't like the girlfriend. Maybe he was just saying that. Maybe he wasn't after his fiance. Maybe he wanted to turn him into Dora, and then he wanted to go, on some backpacking adventures and get swiped with the swiping, Tyson, what is Del Rey? Lana Del Rey is a female singer that is, I think she won a Grammy or something with Taylor Swift the other night. I don't know. I just know that all of my toxic exes were like, oh my God, Lana Del Rey. And then they would punch me in my face. I don't hear Jax listening to Lana Del Rey, although she is a Swiftie.
Well, I respect the hustle. She's pretty cool for that.
Yeah.
And she does good in the community she goes to, so that's cool.
Well, that's good. I just didn't know as much about it. That's pretty much where we're at with that story. So there's probably going to be more revealed, and I will give you guys some updates. I might do the updates in a short or whatnot. I just really wanted to put this out and a live because I just wanted to come and hang out with you guys. I'm doing a live tomorrow night too, but I wanted to just kick it. So if anybody has any questions, we're done with the bulk of it, man. I'd like to just talk at y'all, man. Ashley says Jax is a Swiftie. Jax, would you paint yourself with that brush?
I don't know about that. My daughter likes her music. I used to make my sons listen to their music as punishment.
You weren't listening to Reputation in the car the other night?
Well, yeah, I was. I was preparing for my trip to Florida.
Yeah, Lancer says Danny Masterson boofs lawful lamps.
I Prevail's version of Blank Space, so that's pretty dope.
Yo, I Prevail's version of Blank Space is about as much of T Swift as I know. And that trending song from TikTok, I really like the version where it's like, I know about you, and then the dude comes in and he's like, bitch, I hope you do.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah, it's a lot. JD, what's happening with Danny Masturbatorson? Is he still breathing? So look, man, I'm going to be really real with you guys about the deal with Danny Masterson. At this point, we have somebody inside the California men's colony, and we're working on getting information, but there has to be information that's worth getting. Right now, there's not any information that's worth getting as of this date, because he is like locked up in a 65 and over. So like, you know, like at the most, bro, like, you know, he might have some dudes pressing him, you know, because he doesn't want to watch Matlock, or, you know, he's not trying to sit back and chill with Murder, She Wrote, or whatever it is that the boomers watch. Like, he's in a bad spot, bro. You know what I'm saying? It might not be a violent bad spot, but like, bro, I'm not trying to kick it with a bunch of old turkey necks, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect the OGs, but the dudes that are OGs that are in prison in the state of California, I promise you, they're not in a prison like the colony. They're out there on the real yards, the hard yards. You know what I'm saying? He's in an SNY medium to minimum, and he's in a 65 and over ward, bro. I guarantee you he's in there with a whole bunch of dudes who wear diapers, and they're in prison, and there's diapers in their paperwork. Like, guaranteed they're just diapered in and out and up and down, bro. Like, he's in there with a bunch of chomes, bro. And he's probably the youngest dude on the unit. So to them, you know, he might be looking like a rugrat at this point. That might be the youngest thing they've seen in a hot minute, bro. They might be like, you see little Danny over there? He looks really good. Maybe three of us could fall out of our wheelchairs on top of him, and then we could do the stuff we like to do. I don't know. There's no news yet. Some of them dudes, bro, some of them old timers, 100%, I would say would put the boots to them, but I doubt it's the type that are in the California men's colony, because it's kind of a weirdo ass camp, dog. You know, it's all dropouts or chomos or hard artists or dudes that are PC'd up for one reason or another. That's what's there. And if it's like dropouts, bro, them dudes are still with the business. But, you know, the chomos, the only way they're really going to come after him is if they trying to diddle him. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Danny, put on one of my diapers and come into my cell. I'll keep you safe. That type of situation, that might be where he's at in life. And I don't know. That's all speculation. But if he gets moved, I can't imagine that their final destination for him was to put him in this 65 and over, dog. Like, I can't imagine that that's at all whatsoever their permanent fix for this dude. I think that they just didn't have anywhere else to put him. I think that they put Danny in there on an emergency because it was the bed that they had at the moment to be able to fill him in, because they moved him on the weekend. They moved him because of an assault, and they moved him on the weekend. They don't do moves on the weekend. They don't do moves immediately after an assault like that, like never, bro. They may have had it in for him to transfer to the colony before that. That might be valid. I don't know. I can't speculate on that, but they don't do moves on the weekend. They don't do moves an hour and a half after you get beat up by three dudes, and they don't put you in a 65 and over. So I don't think this is his final destination. I believe that they just had like some old timer fell out of his bed and broke his neck, dreaming about kids, moving his little toddler tongs too fast in his bed, and splatted on that floor, you know, a whole 1.5 foot drop to his death. And that he's like, they were like, yo, we got a bed over here. Let's slide him in here for right now. I think he's going to get back out to another yard where he's going to get handled. But right now, I think they just put them where they had room because the California men's colony, you have to have 2 years clear conduct to get to this place. So beds don't just open up in normal places very often. Where the beds open up is where the old timers are and people die. If somebody expires in their cell, then they're going to have an opening. So I think they just slid him. And that's partial speculation, partial life experience, you know. But I would be super surprised if this was the last time that he got beat up. I would be super surprised if his final destination is in the Twilight Room, bro. I just don't see it, bro. He ain't gonna stay in the Golden Corral, doggy. I can tell you that right now. Blue Bomber. If it happened to me, I might be catching charges. You don't drug your bro. Homie, 1,000%, 1,000%. We would be seeing a whole different type of headlines if somebody was dropping girly pills into my shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's no disrespect to you ladies. It's cool. I respect women. I respect ladies. I love, you know, women the way they are. I don't want to be one, dog. I don't want to be one. Other dudes might want to be one. I don't want to be a woman. And if I did want to be a woman, I would want to be a woman on my own terms, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody was poisoning me with stuff that was going to turn me into a female, me and that dude, we're going to blows, bro. It's going to be bad. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be all bad, bro. I might make him a eunuch. Y'all know what a eunuch is? Y'all ever see that Game of Thrones where the dudes have to get their junk cut off? You trying to turn me into one, bro? Hold on, I got you, bro. Jax, pass me the saw. Oh, it's a little fucker, but now it's gone. I'd have to cut somebody's junk right off them. Mad Catter, what's up, homeboy? Hell yeah. Hi, JD and Jax. Thanks, mods. What was your favorite concert you've attended? So I have attended so many concerts in my lifetime. It's absolutely insane. Like, we used to play, I was in metal bands, and we used to play, you know, 3-4 shows in a week, all up and down the West Coast here. But as far as shows that I've been to, some of the early Deftones shows from like the Around the Fur and the Adrenaline tour were absolutely badass. You know, I've seen Tool, I've seen Deftones 14 times. I've seen Tool 7 times. We just saw both those bands last year. Nirvana was pretty incredible live. I really enjoyed seeing Nirvana live. A recent show that I saw that absolutely kicked ass is Old Boy Jelly Roll, bro. Like, it's not usually the type of music that I like. Like, I'm not into stuff that's that twangy and country, but the way that he kicks it, he's just so authentic. And he's a big old boy, bro. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to him or anybody for being big, but I'm just telling you, I did not expect him to be that athletic. Oh, Jelly Roll was all up and down that stage, getting wild as hell with it the entire time. He was not out of breath. He was doing shit like, I work out, dog. I'd have been out of breath. And I can't hit those notes unless I stub my toe or fall down in the shower, you know? But yeah, that was a really good show. Nine Inch Nails put on a great show every time I've seen them. I've seen the Nine Inch Nails a few times. I saw them 2 nights in a row with a Perfect Circle opening up. That was sick to death. There's a lot of shows, bro. I'm sure there's a bunch more that I can't. The Misfits with Glenn Danzig, a bunch of old punk rock bands. Wendy Marino, thank you so much. Zach the Witch Doctor, JD, what's your opinion on dark humor? I enjoy it, and I know it's for shock value, but there's such a thing as too far. Love you and the community. Hopefully Danny meets Big Country soon. So, Zach, look, I don't think that we should repress people's free speech, especially when it comes to comedy. I have opinions on what is for me and what isn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think sexual assault jokes are funny at all whatsoever. I don't vibe with domestic violence jokes. Do I think that people shouldn't have the right to say that shit? No, not at all whatsoever. But to me, it's punching down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's punching down, and I think it's crude, and like, I don't find it to be funny. Other people do, and I think that people have the right to laugh at what they want to laugh at. I think that people have the right to joke at what they want to joke about. That's what's beautiful about this country. But just for me, there's some shit that I just don't think is funny, dog. And maybe it's because I've lived the life that I've lived. Ashley, hey man, it's been a rough ass day making a big pot of ramen. Yo! Big love and respect to y'all and everyone here. Glad to catch it live. Is Zero running about right now? The kids send him love. So Zero is actually in the other room, curled up in a little ball on Jax's pillow, probably just farting. It's the pillow she uses for her face.
No, it's not. I hit that one.
Jax is like that woman that like has like she lines the bed with pillows. Sometimes like one defensive move is to put, not your face pillow on the top because Zero is definitely going to get all across our pillows and he is a gassy little dude, bro. He also likes to lick his own asshole. Show off. I can't reach. I've tried. But.
Sorry, what?
What? What happened? But yeah, he's just in the other room. I love you so much, sis. Jax loves you. We really appreciate you. Give those kiddos big hugs for us. Lancer, did you see the article about the CO besting an inmate and calling it a going away party? No. No. Was that the inmate that died in the Florida prison system? Doc K, nod to my favorite wood chipper fan. Doc, we're so glad to have you here, sis. Thank you so much. It's funny that you bring up the wood chipper because some of you guys know that I just put out a shirt and it's pretty rockin'. It's like me and there's a burning prison and it's done like a metal band t-shirt. And I had so many people asking for the wood chipper t-shirt that it's being designed right now. The same artist that did that shirt, because I was so impressed by his design, is doing the wood chipper shirt right now. So that's going to be coming out. I'm really excited about that. We love you, sis. Thank you for being here. Sean Blue, are shark people real, JD? Yeah. We can't talk about it on here though, bro, because they're always listening. The shark people are always listening. Even if they don't have internet, the shark people are still listening. They can hear us, and we need to be careful. I love you, brother. Be safe. Don't talk about the shark people on the internet, bro. Hey, JD, how are DUI killers treated in prison? So look, here's the thing is that when somebody kills somebody through a DUI, they screwed up, and they're 100% accountable for that. But like they didn't go out with the intention to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like terrible shit happened, but it's not like they went out and started drinking and they're like, I'm gonna kill somebody tonight. So it's like, it's a little less frowned upon. But like, it's still absolutely gross and terrible. JD DeLay, are you Jewish? Bruh. I don't know. WC Tawny, what's up? How you doing, fam? Yo, JD, my buddy Trav and I were wondering when you're putting a ringtone of you saying wood chipper and stab, stab, stab up in your store. Props as always. I don't even know how to do that, homie. First off, thank you so much for the super. I really appreciate the support, but I have no idea how to do that. I've never done any ringtones or anything like that. I've had a couple people ask me to start a Cameo so that people can do request videos and stuff like that. But I've never done ringtones. I have no idea how to do that. JD, you ever done any time with Mafia members and how are they treated? So look, Mafia is really like a West or East Coast thing for the most part. Like there's some other places, but it's out East. So no, I've never done any time with any Mafia members. Out here on the West Coast, we got street gangs, dog. We straight out of Compton. So you've got a lot of different gangs, but not like a lot of Mafia or, mobsters or anything like that. Hey, Trev, what's up, buddy? I love you, bro. Ember McClain. Ember, what's up? How are you? We love you so much. It's so good to see you. Wood chipper! What's up, buddy? I'm a PP toucher hunter here in Canada. Yo, T.I. Rogue, that's what's up, man. Go get him. Let's see, Eric. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate the support, bro. Much love, bro, and everything you do. You have definitely got me out of some dark times. 24 months sober today from boy and girl. Hell yeah, my dude. I'm so happy that something that I did positively affected you. Your recovery is absolutely amazing, bro. 24 months. How does it feel to be sitting 2 years, dude? 2 years away from that stuff that left us desperate and dark and in awful places, doing shit we didn't want to do with people we didn't want to be around just because it had control and we didn't, man. I'm fucking proud of you, dog. Keep up the good work. We're all in this together, brother. Dan Telonen. Did I say it right? Telonen? Is that a Nirvana? That's an in utero profile picture. I love your content. I survived the worst abuse during my childhood, and you helped me to know good people are out there. Thank you for making me laugh and heal on a daily basis. Wood chipper! What's up, Dan? I'm so proud of you, dog. Going through trauma and abuse when you're a child leaves like a permanent lasting mark on you, and to know that you're like getting through it and that you're like doing the work to become whole, man, I'm proud of you and I'm here with you and I love you, bro. You are loved, you're respected, and you're worth it, man. Keep doing what you're doing because it looks good on you, bro. And I love your profile picture too, homie. Jason Raymond, for your ringtones. Hey, I gotta figure out those ringtones now, y'all. Let's see. Mafia do time in the feds as well. Yo, 420 producers. Thank you so much. That's a really good point because like a lot of them are going to get hemmed up on that RICO. A lot of them are going to get hemmed up on that RICO. A lot like the the MCs. A lot of the Mafia members, like they specifically made those RICO charges originally for Mafia and mobsters and all of that. So a lot of them are absolutely going to be in the feds, not going to be in like state joints and stuff like that. And it's crazy to me because there's a lot of people who've done time in the feds and they have horror stories, and I really do. It's one of those situations where it really does depend on your security level and where you land. But like, bro, some of the joints that I've heard, some of these cats that I've talked to that they went to were so much nicer than any of the state joints that I went to, including like I was at minimums for my last couple months, bro, my last few months. Like they're talking about sitting in the feds, bro, with like stuff that y'all at a salad bar, dog? Really? Y'all could get second? What? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Let's see right here. Mrs. Blaze, what is up, sister? We love you so much. We're so glad that you're here today. Does a little happy dance, because why not? Love you too, and Jax. We love you too, sis. Don't touch the nether regions or it's gonna send you there. Yo, that's one of my favorite terminologies for, the whole genitalia, the nether regions, and the hindquarters. You know what I'm saying? I'm really glad you tossed that in there, homeboy. JD, did you see the thing about the poor girl that almost died in Alabama because some dude spiked her vape with fent? No, I didn't see that. That's absolutely insane. So, like, it's crazy to me that there's so many people that believe the narrative that people are cutting weed with fent, because 100%, like, bro, that level of heat kills the chemical composition of fent, bro. That's why you can't put open flame to it like you do with tree, dog. But what you can do is you can vape it or base it. You know what I'm saying? Like when we hit a vape, it's basically the same exact thing as freebasing. You know, we can all make fun of crackheads because, they do weird shit. But, vaping is freebasing. So that is one way that it can be ingested, and that's always kind of freaked me out. I'm very particular about where I leave my vape, and I try not to, well, I don't even like hang around anybody that would really be like a risk to that or anything. But like, I'm always paranoid about it. Like, because in the past, when I was, out there running and gunning, I had a business partner who used to like to hand me vapes, bro, and be like, hey, try out this new flavor. And it would just be like pure THC, dog. And like, to me at the time, like if you've been up for 8 or 9 days and somebody hands you THC, bro, it just knocks you out, bro. It knocks you out, and it's miserable.
I think in Daytona they had an issue with fent and vapes in the schools, and then Chit would push this directive to have Narcan available at all of the Volusia County schools or something like that, remember?
Yeah.
Even the elementary schools, and some people were upset about it, and I thought it was a huge win.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
We should have Narcan available everywhere because people are dying literally everywhere. Big Bubba Official, JD, your skits have been helping me more the past 3 days. Been down since my buddy passed away. Homeboy, big love and respect and rest in peace to your homie, man. I'm so glad that something that I could do could bring any type of light or enjoyment into your life when you're struggling, dog. That's what this is all about. You guys helped me out so much just by being here, and I'm so glad that something that I did had a positive effect on you. The cat is here. The cat, we love you so much. It's so good to see you. What's up, bro? Just got out of the pen. Hey, homie, how you doing, man? Welcome home. I know you didn't ask for advice, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice because nobody told me this when I first got out, and I was just like, I like ran out of prison like a bull in a china shop, and you know, like I barely made it, bro. But one thing that I think, like, you know exactly what time it is when you're in there and you're programming, homie, and you're in prison. That structure and that routine is really important, and then you have that. And then you get free and there's no structure and no routine. And it could be really a jarring transition to just like, I felt like I was floating out in space when I got out, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I do with the 24 hours in the day? I'm trying not to go back to tweaking and car stealing, but what do I do with myself? What do I do with my time? I really have no idea what I'm doing out here. So, you know, it's really important to try to find a little bit of, a little bit of that structure and routine. If you were somebody who worked out in there, stick with that, homeboy. Stay with positive people because honestly, bro, like you can't have one foot in each lane and expect to get to a destination that's any different from where you came from, homie. So, you know, find good people, find people that are further down the road with your goals than you are. Like if you want to be rich, find yourself some friends that are farther down that road than you are. If you want to like be in recovery, find some people with years in recovery that you can roll with, bro, and just surround yourself with people that literally actually give a shit about you. Because when we're out in the streets and in the lifestyle, bro, we tend to surround ourselves with people who don't genuinely care about us. They care about what we can do for them, what they can get from us. If we're, you know, if we have the same interests as far as things that we smoke or blast in our arms or put up our nose, bro, find some people that generally fuck with you because of who you are, because you deserve that and you're worth it, homie. I love you. Stay out here with us. We need good dudes out here, bro. Let's see. CRC said that's a lie. What are you talking about, homie? That's a really vague statement. You got to be more specific. Yo, JD. Jimmy Harrell said, yo, JD, I wanted to say I appreciate the video. They have helped me out if I'm doing bad things. Appreciate you. Jimmy, stay with it, bro. Stay with it. I promise you things are so much better on this side, dog. I don't ever want to be sitting on some metal toilet ever again, and the toilet's cold, bro, you know what I'm saying? And you're sitting there, and your celly's sitting there, and like he can't see you or smell you, and then all of a sudden you're down to the last ply, and you're like, bro, call the CO, tell him I need more TP. And then the CO comes down and like, you should have thought of that before you settled in, bro. And then they make you wait, and you got dookie on your ass, bro. It's a terrible life to live. Stay out here, bro. I love you. Let's see. Florida, baby, you already know what's up. Trev said, Blazy, they're recruiting to getting staff. I don't know what I just walked into. Your mods are on fire. Saw a shady comment and it was gone as I led the last word. Top notch. Jeff, that's how my mods are, bro. My mods, like, we're all a little family here, dog. We're all a little community, and the mods absolutely care about what y'all are exposed to. They absolutely care about, you know, what type of people are in this community, because we like to keep it tight-knit, bro. We fight a whole bus full of nuns for each other in this bitch, dog. That's just how we roll. We all ride out like that in here. Phil Knight. Yo, is that the Phil Knight? That's not the... Did you make Nike, bro? My doctor is hella cool, and I just asked him for a prescription of Narcan so I can have it in my car at all times for anybody. Yo, that's hero shit right there, man. That's hero shit. I don't know. I know there's probably a lot of new people here tonight, man, but one of my missions is that, like, I go out into the hood where, nobody else really wants to go, where people are afraid to go and shit, and we take backpacks with Narcan and snacks and fresh socks. You know, I have thousands of pairs of socks that we got upstairs, brand new socks. I have hundreds and hundreds of Narcan inhalers, and we go out into the hood, into the ghetto where everybody else is afraid to go, and we lace people up with that stuff. I also distribute Narcan to anybody who asks. You know what I'm saying? If you are in my local area and you need Narcan, hit me up, because I will 100% make sure that you get laced on it. Because a lot of my friends that I truly care about and love are here today because of Narcan. Now, I've never been a big opiates dude, bro. Like, I don't like to go slow. I like to go fast. That was my whole get down. But a lot of the people that I genuinely care about, like people who helped save my life when I needed help, are only here because there was Narcan there when they needed it. You know what I'm saying? And I have a kid that would still be here today if there was Narcan there when he needed it. So, that's one of my passions. That's one of the things that I'm really about. And in fact, I just got a message. Somebody tagged me in this message. My friend Jason Forrester, who is in the feds, he didn't get a chance to talk to me before he went back into the feds. I had sent him like 2 boxes of Narcan, and he wanted to let me know that 2 lives were saved off the Narcan that we sent him out there to Chicago. And he had left the Narcan with his homies, and who knows what else has transpired since then. That stuff's not going to get talked about over prison phones, especially in the feds. But it's cool, man. It's cool to be able to see that you're actually making a difference in people's lives. Because some people, they're going to go through that, they're going to overdose, and they're going to come back, and they might go right back out to it. But a lot of people turn their lives around. That could be the bottom that, boom, is the solid ground that bounces them back up into being somebody again that they like, and that they can like be a part of their family's lives and shit. That's the most rewarding thing to see. Let's see. Duval! What's up, homie? Zelmer4012. Did you know that some women can get away with murder due to PMS? Because temporary insanity? Homie dose me and then I'll have the vacay while he's 6 feet under. You know what? Like that, actually, I mean, like if you want to sit and fight a case in prison, if somebody dosed you with something like that, you could probably get temporary insanity if anybody dosed you without your knowing on basically anything, bro. Like if they gave you any type of moon or mind altering substance, you could probably make a pretty solid case that, yo, that dude slipped some in my drink, dog. Like if you could prove that they did and it wasn't just you taking some stuff, you could probably pretty easily get away with that murk, bro. You could catch a free one on that. I'm not advocating anybody go try to catch a free one, but I'm definitely also not advocating that anybody slip anything in anybody else's drinks, bro. That's dirty pool. That's dirty game. I'm good friends with her now. We fine, bro. We straight. But I had a friend that knew that I was like getting ready to leave the trap and go back to my parents' house and hang out with my parents, and we was gonna be doing some churchy ass activities. Go and hang out with at my little sister's school recital at a Christian church, and she put a tab of acid, like 1 or 2 hits of acid, into my donut, and I didn't know about it. She stuffed it in the cream and was like, "Here you go," and I ate that shit, and I started tripping, and I was like, "Bro, what is up with my life? This is not cool. Like, what's happening?" Like, when you're not ready for something to kick in and you're with the wrong people, it makes it a miserable experience. It was no fun.
She feels really bad about it.
I know, we straight now. This was a long time ago. She's apologized many times. And she brought me a donut that didn't have no acid in it. And donuts fix everything, homie. Jeffrey Bundy. What's up, dog? I was a really bad addict just last year, and now my little brother is starting to go down the same path I did, and I don't know what to do. Any advice? Well, here's the thing is, as you probably well know, when you were first going down that path, could anybody have said anything to you that was going to turn you away from that path? Myself, I don't think anything would have. Honestly, I don't think anybody could have been like, this is going to ruin your life. You're going to go to prison. You're going to lose everything that you care about for decades. You're going to do irreparable damage to everybody that cares about you. I don't know what anybody could have said to me that would have steered me off of that path. Honestly, the best thing that I think you can do is have harm prevention stuff ready. Like, make sure that he has Narcan. Make sure that he knows that he's loved and that when he's ready for help, help is available. But you can't tell him he has to stop. That ain't gonna work. I don't know. You couldn't have told me shit, dog. I don't know if somebody could have told you nothing, but nobody could have told me shit when I started down this road, bro. When I was in my early 20s, when I was a teenager, when I was in my 20s, I knew literally everything, bro. The older I get, the more I realize that I don't know nothing. But I knew literally everything, and nobody could tell me nothing, and we could about it, So I don't know if you have the type of relationship where he might listen to you and he might be willing to hear you on it, and it might really break through what he's going through right now. But I think most people have to just go out and get their ass beat, bro. It sucks. It 100% sucks. But it's good to know that somebody's there when they're ready for help, if they make it that far. And that's another one of those situations where Narcan comes really in handy, man. Just make sure that he's geared up with that, just in case. Because even if that's not what he's doing, if that's not his DOC, the street supply is pretty immersed with that stuff being cut into it, bro. Cassie, JD, you rock. Do you like prison movies or Trigger? I don't watch a lot of prison movies, to be honest with you. I've lived that. And so, like, a lot of people ask me all the time, like, what's your opinion on Oz? I've never watched it. I've never sat through it. I don't spend a whole lot of time, watching stuff like that because most of it is, like, super unrealistic. And, like, I'm always like, bro, like, I could do so much better. Like, what are they even doing? This is trash. And people kept asking me what my favorite prison scenes are. And it's taken me so long to remember. There was a show on Cinemax called Banshee. And it's super gutter and it's super, like, it's not exactly how it is, but it's mean, bro. It's nasty. It's nasty. It's nasty prison scenes in that. But I just don't really, I don't really watch it that much. No, I don't really watch prison shows for the most part. Like, I've lived that stuff, bro. Bei Shin, shout out from North Carolina. Shout out right to you in North Carolina. Big love. Let's see. My boss keeps Narcan in the truck. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Big railing dad. What's up, man? How you doing? JD, maybe what you do has changed someone's path. I would like to think that it has. I have people tell me every single day that something that I said or something that I posted has affected them in a positive way. And I really hope that that's true. And I hope that, because there's comments that people have given me on here that have absolutely changed the way that I see the world. So I would like to think that we're all helping each other through this on this wild ride that we've got here called life. You know what I'm saying? 420 producers, AA, NA, or RA. I don't really so I started out with AA and I went through all of the 12 steps. And I still have my sponsor in AA. Then I went through NA and I did all the steps in NA. And I still have my sponsor in NA. I just can't call him after 8 o'clock because he turns his hearing aid off. He's had 39 years in recovery right now. He used to be Scott Whelan from Stone Temple Pilots sponsor. He's a big old hog slayer of a sponsor, bro. But what I do the most, I still use my step work and everything, and I still do the stuff that I learned in the 12 steps. But what I do the most is smart recovery, because smart recovery is my jam, bro. Smart recovery is all science and psychology based, and it lets you know exactly what's actually evidence based. What's going on in my head? Why am I like this? Why do I feel this way? What can I do to change it? And it's all actually factual based instead of basing it all on a higher power. I think there's a good balance between the two. So that's just where I'm at. Terry Davey, big love and respect. Thank you so much. Louding84, sup JD? What's up with you, man? How you doing? I'm just over here living, bro. It's a beautiful day. Any day that I get to wake up next to my beautiful wife, hang out with y'all and kick it, and I'm not sitting in a prison cell or strung out in some nasty hotel is a beautiful day, and I'm happy to be here with y'all, man. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much, homie. Raiden Chong, what up, JD? Shout out from Alhambra. I don't know how to pronounce that, bro, and I'm from California, and I've never heard of it, but shout out from California. Big love and respect to you. Now I want to figure out where that neighborhood in California is, and I want to go check it out so that I can, pronounce it correctly the next time I'm down there, bro, or the next time it comes up. AA is easier to understand and less pandemonium and crosstalk, too. Look, man, there's definitely some serious... I find pros and cons in both different walks with the 12 steps. I think that there's really good AA programs, really good NA programs. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's really about the community. But I wanted to do both and smart recovery so that when I was doing my recovery coaching, that I would be equipped real life to be able to walk anybody through any of those, any of those programs of recovery, any of those pathways that they chose, and have done it myself, because I don't think you can walk somebody through something that you haven't walked yourself. I think it's hypocritical if you think you can. That's why I don't think that people who have college educations, surrounding recovery and addiction are really qualified to be able to speak to addicts. That's why I don't think addicts can hear them the same way, because you have to have walked that same road. Yo, Mountain Baby! Doc K, what's up? How many accounts do you have? Thank you so much, sis. That means a lot. That's big. It's Doc K. Just a couple shekels for the cause. Big up, sis. Big love and respect. Thank you so much. Big internet hug. Let's see. Oliver, would my MMA help me in prison? Look, I'm going to say this. Anybody who is a disciplined fighter is going to be able to walk into prison with the right type of mind space, because you have to have discipline to be able to train for any type of fighting style. I believe that discipline is a huge part of it if you're doing it correctly. Is it going to help you if you're fighting 4 or 5 dudes? Is it going to help you if you're fighting 3 dudes? Is it going to help you if somebody sneaks up behind you and has a knife? Who knows, bro? It just depends on who you're fighting. I would rather be like myself, I took boxing, and I'm glad that I knew how to box when it came to prison. It just depending on your fighting style and what you end up coming up against, it definitely can. But I think especially mentally, you know how you should conduct yourself a little bit easier if you've worked on a disciplined form of fighting. So I think that there's multiple layers of advantages. Is it going to save your life? It just depends on what you get yourself into. Really, what's going to help you more than knowing how to fight is knowing how to avoid wrecks. You don't want to get in wrecks in prison. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put yourself in a position where you're doing something that's going to get you into that trouble in the first place. Best defense is no be there, homie. I recommend to everybody that you stay out of prison, and not just because of the violence, also just because it's trash, bro, and you're throwing away your potential. You're throwing away years of your life. You could be experiencing things and taking care of the people who love you and finding yourself in a real scenario instead of being locked up in some trash-ass gutter place, dog. Blue Bomber, what's up, homie? Yeah! A question. My wife's brother is getting out of prison he was in for beating his uncle who was a pee-pee toucher. Big respect for this dude, man. I like this dude already. Right off, I haven't even read the whole comment. The family disowned the brother for it. What, the brother who beat up the uncle that was a pee-pee toucher? That's foul, bro. That's foul. We don't like that family. What should we prepare him for since the family won't? We are taking him in. Structure, routine. I don't know if he's like a dude who works out. I mean, he went and mopped up Uncle Bad Touch, bro. So he probably with the business when it comes to working out and getting down. I would have him a gym membership, dog. I would do everything humanly possible to have him a job, or at least job prospects lined up. You know what I'm saying? Help him out with the resume, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like there's, when you first get out, there's like a mindset that you're in, and it's really hard to think on a pro-social level. So maybe help him, with his resume, help him with places to work, because the sooner that he gets into a routine, I don't know how long he's been in there, but he's been in there programming. He's been in there, on a structured routine for a while. So the best way to acclimate back into society in a productive way and not slide back into prison is to immediately jump into another structure and routine. It keeps you busy. It keeps you off the streets. It keeps your head in the right place. It keeps you moving forward. One foot in front of the other is all that it takes, homeboy, but it's so essential that we keep moving, because people like us, bro, we're always moving in one direction or another, dog. There is no staying still. We're either moving forward or we're sliding backwards. So it's really important to keep moving in one direction or the other, because it's all bad if you let yourself sit and stagnate. You get comfortable, you get complacent, you start going backwards every single time in my experience. Tommy G, what's up, man? With a couple more shekels. I love you, bro. It's so good to see you here, man. Big love and respect to you, dog.
Aiden needs help. He's thinking about relapsing.
Rose Hill, much love to everyone from Australia. Rose, we love you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, sister. Where is Aiden? Aiden, I just can't take this anymore. Look, Aiden, I can tell you this right now, dog. Like, look at me. You know that I've been through a lot of the same stuff, bro. We might not have the same exact life experience, but you know that I've been through some shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Let me just tell you right now, brother to brother, family, somebody who has walked the same road and found his way off of it and stayed off of it for, you know, at least a little minute now, bro. 4.5 years. There's nothing that you're not going to make worse by using. There's not a single thing that's going to get better because you relapse. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything in your life is going to be affected negatively if you go out and use again. Even if it's just your mentality, bro, because I don't think that a relapse is necessarily the end of any type of road, bro. You know, I fell down 100 times before I was able to ride, bro. But what it does, bro, is if you survive your relapse, if you make it back into your recovery, it makes you feel like it breaks people's self-esteem down. Like they feel like they did something wrong. Really what you're going through right now, the point that you're at right now is you're not at a relapse, you're at a lapse. Something is not working in your personal program of recovery, and you need to adjust something. Whether that be the people that are influencing your life, whether that be that you're not putting enough time towards your recovery and something else is taking priority. I'm telling you right now, the basis of everything you love in your life needs to be recovery because it's the foundation. As soon as you take that foundation away and we slide back into our addiction, I don't know about you, I'm losing the wife, I'm losing the house, I'm losing the car, I'm losing the dog, I'm losing my self-esteem. I'm definitely going to lose my platforms. Ain't nobody going to want to fuck with the person that I am when I'm fucked up, bro. I guarantee you, because I'm not the same person that you guys see today. I'm not a good person when I'm using, bro. I hurt people, and I don't ever want to be that person again. We just lose everything, homie. So you got to hold on, bro, and you got to find out exactly what's eating you right now, bro. Because I imagine that you probably have some shit in your life that's making you feel this way. And you got to find a positive way to deal with that. Whether it's taking out the scissors and cutting people out of your life, which I know hurts, bro. I know it hurts to let go of people. I had to do it with a lot of people, and some of them didn't make it, dog, and it broke my heart. But I have to make it. And so do you, bro. You deserve to be your priority. I love you, dog. Joshy, thank you so much, homie. Gucci Raid Can. Weird question. What's your preferred way to use G? Mine was always parachuting. Love you. Been clean since October of 2023. Hey, I love you, homeboy. I don't normally like to war story and talk about like favorite ways to use or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You've been clean for a while, and I'd love for you to stay that way. I don't want to engage in a conversation where it's, you know, a triggering situation for you or anybody else. So, you know, that stuff is terrible. My favorite way to use it was hot rails though. And my nose hurts just thinking about it. So I love you, homie. Let's just stay on positive stuff. When I think about that stuff, I think about the ways that it hurt my family. I think about the ways that it hurt the people that I love. I figure, you know, bro, I went and saw my mama today, bro. I went and spent some time with my mama, brother. And she showed me a poem that she wrote while I was in prison. And it was gut-wrenching. Maybe I'll share it with you guys. You know, I don't have it here with me right now. Maybe I'll share it with you guys if she's comfortable with that. You know, I think that having that poem would be really good for me if I ever come to a place where I'm struggling with whether recovery is worth it or not. Because, god damn, bro, it broke every single bone in my heart reading what my mama was going through. So, you know, that's the type of stuff that I focus on with it. You know, and every once in a while, boofing. Daniel Donovan, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you. Pammy Land, thank you for helping me with dealing and processing all the trauma Chomos cause. Giving it that name has given me freedom to speak up about it and heal. Pammy, I'm right there with you. I'm 1000% right there with you, sis. Talking about it is the only way that I was able to deal with my trauma and be able to work through it and be able to start to heal and stop beating my own ass about it. Like, somebody did something bad to me and I punished myself about it for decades. Like, I'm starting to finally have a normal life after what was done to me as a kid, and it's so refreshing. And I'm so glad, because talking about it is cathartic. Talking about it is therapeutic, and that's the way that we get through this. I love you, sis. I'm so proud of you. I'm Nina Lou. I'm addicted to breakfast sandwiches. Call it breakfast burritos, and we in that same boat, homie. I think it's okay. We gonna live. We gonna live. I just ordered a breakfast burrito this morning. Oh, your churros are here still, by the way, baby. Mullet Man, JD, much love. You got me through some darkness. Mullet Man, I love you. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that something that I said had that effect. Brother, I love you. Stick with us. We're going to hang out. We're going to keep doing good things over here, bro. Let's see. What car, Mr. Delay? Hey, look, I might not have a driver's license, but believe I'm paying for a car. I'm still working on getting my license back because of a DUI from 2014. So if anybody thinks it's cool to drink and then drive, you're wrong. You're wrong because you could kill somebody, but I wasn't even drinking. I had just smoked some of that tree. I'd hit some chuckle brush, and I'm really not good at smoking no more. It gave me the fear. It gave me the anxiety. I was driving like a little ass old lady on the freeway, and I got my ass in trouble. And they had me up for that. They can 100% do that. Did you know that? They can hit you with the DUI, take your license away. And this was a decade ago. So I'm still dealing with that. That joint was not worth it. I was miserable. I was like a wet cat, bro. I was like a wet cat. It was not good. And I used to smoke all the time. Like I never envisioned a point in my life where I was gonna like not smoke weed. I thought that this is just my personality now, homie. I'm just gonna do this forever when I was in my early 20s. And my PTSD turned into the CPTSD, and then it just stopped being fun for me. Blue Bomber, he was in for 5 years. Facts. We got clothes for him and a room in our house, a phone, and we wouldn't mind letting him borrow our car if he needs, if he finds a job or needs to get around. We're thinking we're going to give him 1 to 2 weeks to get used to it. I would say don't even... Like, this is just my personal opinion, homie. After 5 years, he needs, if you let him just like space out for 1 to 2 weeks, that's going to be bad for him. When I say jump immediately into it, like, I mean, I would have him be like, you know, okay, cool, man. Like we take a day, take 2 days. 2 weeks is a long time, bro. And being able to re-find your step after 2 weeks when you just got out, you know what I'm saying? It can be really drastic. He's also a dude who was in there for a really specific type of charge, and he's a hero in my book. I would just really like to see him succeed, homie. I think it's really dope what he did, and I would really love to see him succeed and be able to make it. So, you know, I would just encourage him. You know, you ain't gonna make nobody do nothing. But I would encourage him to get back into having structure and routine and purpose as quickly as humanly possible. Hey, I see Trev just over there nuking comments, bro. Sauerkraut 95, what's up, homie? How you doing, man? I really want some sauerkraut now. You still got that sandwich from yesterday?
Yes, where leftovers go to die.
Yes. My wife will go and order some like illustrious ass meal, and she'll eat like maybe a third of it, and then she brings it home and it sits in the fridge. It sits in the fridge.
Intentions with leftovers. I just have no follow through unless it's to the trash can.
And I like one time I was like, yo, she's never gonna eat this shit, dog. Like she's never once eaten the leftovers. I eat the leftovers when she's at work, and then she gets home and she's like, homie, where's my leftovers? And I'm like, Drats, I'm an asshole now. Ah!
No, you're not. You did the Lord's work.
I really feel like I did. Oh, man. Sauerkraut 95. Love you and your content, dude. Sorry, I ain't got more. Don't ever worry about that, bro. I'm just glad that you're here, homie. When you're here, you're family. We love you, dude. I really appreciate you. You don't even got to do it like that, man. But, yo, trust and believe it's really appreciated and respected, man. Thank you for being here and being a part of this community. This is why I never leave my house. Doc, for real. So, like, you guys know, some of you guys know that, like, just keep up with my normal life and you aren't just, like, here for, like, when there's, you know, cool-ass headlines or whatever, which you're both welcome either way, either route you take. But, like, we went to Portland this weekend, right, to go see a show. And we were going to see 2 bands that I really like The Plot and You and Beartooth. And, like, dude, it was so packed. It was so damn packed, bro. Like, it was crazy. And we showed up a little bit late because like I didn't really want to see the opening bands. And I know the guy who runs the venue that we were at, and I was figuring we'd just run into him. He'd slide us straight into VIP. I couldn't find him. He was busy. And by the time we got there, The Plot in You was playing Forgotten, which is like one of my favorite songs. So we just went straight in there. And I was like, oh, bro, this is too many people. This is too many people. And I'm too old and too sober. Like, when I got out of prison, I couldn't handle crowds, and that's why I started drinking immediately when I got out of prison. I wasn't a huge drinker before I went to prison. Really didn't like it, but it helped me to manage my CPTSD and being social when I got out of prison. And now that I'm just like dead ass sober, and I did, the whole quarantine thing, and then 2 years of house arrest, and now I'm just out here sober, living in the real world. Like I don't do crowds well at all. Like I'm just ready. I'm so. Like my CPTSD goes haywire. If there's movement behind me and shit like that, bro, I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't know if there's a way for me to fix that. I'm definitely not trying to do medication. They always want to be putting me on medication, dog. Every time I go to the doctor and I be talking about anything to do with my PTSD or my CPTSD, they be talking about, oh, cool, we're going to put you on benzos. The hell you are. I'm not doing that, bro. You ain't going to get me barred out, dog. You know what'll happen if I get barred out? Violence. Violence. I'm going to steal shit. I'm going to beat people up. I can't let that happen. Lee Edwards, sis, it's so good to see you. What's up? Brandon, OSP was nothing I want to see again. Big facts, bro. Big facts. Like, OSP, I hear that it's gotten, like, tamer since, the early 2000s and shit like that. Like, I heard that they actually put in, like, a garden where fools can go out there and, like, they can garden to try to, like, get in touch with the earth and all that shit. But I'm not trying to go back there. I'm not trying to go back nowhere, bro. I don't want to be in handcuffs unless it's in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to watch me shit unless it's my dog. Zero does that. He'll literally follow me in there and then just give me like Boston Terrier bug eyes while I dump a grumpy. And I'm cool with that, but that's the only celly I want in the bathroom with me, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not trying to live that life again, bro. At all whatsoever. See, what do we got here? Anime Annihilator, were you in the military? I've never been in the military. By the time I tried to sign up for the military, I had already caught in one felony. Just one little itty bitty felony, and they were like, absolutely not. They're like, go somewhere with yourself, bro. You can't get in here. And I was like, I really think that if I had been able to get into the military at the time, because like at the time, so I had like one possession on my record. At the time I was sober and shit, you know what I'm saying? I really feel like if they had let me in the military, it probably could have put my life on a better path. And that's really what I was trying. Like I was seeking a better path. Yeah, I had burned that bridge. I wish that they had, like, if a judge had offered me like, yo, you want to take this felony conviction or you want to join the Marines? I'd have been like, hoorah, dog, let's go. Sign me up. I'm in it to win it. But no, I haven't been in the military, but my dad is a combat veteran. He did 2 tours in Vietnam. I have the utmost respect for veterans, and I have the utmost disrespect for our government for the way that we treat our heroes when they come home. Let's see right here. Voltec Sam, hey JD, this is my first live. I'm from Fort Camp. I just wanted to let you know it's great watching your stuff. I use your videos to sleep, actually. Yo, if you sleep to my videos, that's dope, homie. That's dope. Like, you like being yelled at? We fam, bro. We people now. I really appreciate you. Big love and respect to you, homie. Trev says, Matt is sober 100%, bro. Hey, JD, any advice for COs? Big Dicey. So look, man, my advice to anybody who's working in a prison situation, whether you're a CO, whether you're a nurse, whether you're a coordinator, is like, respect is the only currency in there that's going to get you anywhere, dog. Like, be respectful. Be respectful. Because, like, whether or not you go home at the end of the night depends on how you treat these people that are there for the rest of their lives or that are there for 20 years, you know what? Be firm and be consistent and be fair. If you're going to joke with somebody one day because you're in a good mood and then they try to joke with you the next day and you're in a bad mood because, your waffle was soggy or your wife didn't give you no sloppy, and you think you're going to take that out on that dude and take him to the hole, bro. Like, I've seen so many COs getting wrecks being inconsistent. Just be consistent, homie. I'm Ninalu. How much time do you spend at the gym? Not as much as I used to, bro. And I really am. I miss the hell out of the gym. I really wish that I had more time to be able to get into the gym. But, between running 2 businesses, finishing up projects on building our house here, and, doing content, helping, my sponsees and spending time with family, I don't get to work out as much as I wish I was able to. I used to work out a lot more. I used to work out like an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. And I really felt better about life then. I wanted to punch people a lot less. I don't punch people anymore, but I would be an absolute liar and a fat mouth if I didn't say that I don't want to. I want to punch people, bro. Like every time I go in public, bro, I find at least 5 or 6 people that I would just love. I feel like I could solve their problems in life by punching them dead in their mouth. But I don't do it. But I felt that less when I was working out. Solid, an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. I've also lost a lot of size. I'm not nearly as big as I was, back when I was working out that much.
You're still the most handsomest ever.
That was such a head pat. I appreciate you. That was so kind.
But I missed
Who?
it.
Hey, big man, what's the story behind your YouTube profile picture? It's just a picture. It's the first picture that I put up. And I figured that if I just, keep that picture up, then people will know how to find me. I just figure consistency is key. There's not like a big story about it. I was just feeling myself that day. Maybe I should do another one soon, like get a professional headshot now that I've got more of the beard. Maybe I should let the beard do more talking, Holmes. You know what I'm saying?
You like the beard.
John's blog. What do you think about people on suboxone to clean? Look, man, I accept every single form of MAT treatment. Medically assisted treatment saves lives. Medically assisted treatment, like people want to argue like all these tiny little technicalities. Is it clean? Is it sober? They're taking something. They're not purists. Bro, I promise you, every single one of those people who demeans other people for taking some type of medicine to help them find a more sustainable and healthy lifestyle, they drink caffeine, or they smoke cigarettes. A lot of them chain smoke cigarettes outside of AA meetings. Like, that fucker's not clean because he's on subs. Bro, chemicals are chemicals, dog. Like, if you want to, like, make it harder for other people to recover so they're dying in the streets, then we ain't on the same team, dog. Like, that's just not it for me. I don't care if they're doing 420 recovery, cannabis recovery, subs, if they're on methadone. If your life is better today because of what you're doing today than it was yesterday because of what you were doing yesterday, then I'm a clap, bro. I'm going to clap it up for him, bro. I believe in Matt. I believe in recovery. I believe that whatever gets you there, dog, it is literally 2024. If we have any type of tools that can help people to get off that shit that they selling on the streets, it's killing hundreds of thousands of people every year, and you're not celebrating it, I wonder what your motives are, dog. Vivitrol is absolutely my favorite because it's a once a month shot and it is not mind or mood altering at all whatsoever. So that's why it's my favorite. But they make it so exponentially expensive, man. It's like $1,500 a month to get the Vivitrol shot. Because the same motherfuckers that sold you the problem are now in charge of selling you the solution, and they want to be making that money. They want to keep it on the comeback. And since you don't need to be on Vivitrol for as long, and you're not taking it every day, they just raise the prices through the roof because pharmaceutical companies are evil. And that's why I did fraud on them, and I don't feel bad about that. That's the one crime I don't feel bad for a second about that. Hitting them pharmaceutical companies. I feel bad about like most of my other crimes, but when it comes to pharmaceutical companies, I'm like, got you, bitch. Doc K, confession. Sometimes I want to play bumper cars in traffic. I get the worst road rage. Yo, I 100% get that. Absolutely do. And if I had my big truck that I'm going to have eventually, not like jacked up truck, but I just want a truck that, is beefy and can pull, a big ass camper that has a studio built into it so that we could go tour and meet a lot of you people in the real world. I don't know. I might install some stuff on it so I can. Is that legal, babe?
I just want you to have a car that you can get into without hitting your head. I feel so bad for the car that I chose.
Ashley's back. What's up, sister? We're glad you're back. Yeah, every single time that we went and picked Jax up a new car, 2 years ago? Year and a half ago?
A little over a year.
And every single time I get in, I bash my noggin, bro. And sometimes like she has trouble parking and stuff because like she's like legally blind or whatever, and she's just out there raw dogging the freeways in this car. But like she'll have trouble parking. I'm like, you literally just did 90 on the freeway, and it's the parking you need help with.
Yes.
I got you. And like so, I'll go to get out and I'll raw dog this side of my head, trying to get out of the car, and then I go to the other side of the car. And I hit my head again, and then I get out, and boom. It's ridiculous, bro. I need something bigger. I need something like a little bit taller, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm only 6 foot, but, you know, I'm still extra medium.
I think after spending 10 years driving a minivan, it's more of that, like, me having a panic attack over the parking, even though it's a smaller car, and I know I could probably do it without any issues. I'm just scared.
Trev said, JD, I don't know how you fit in that damn car. You look like Shaq getting out of a Mini Cooper when you and Jax came by. Facts, bro, facts. Hey, it was really cool coming to the house and meeting you and Cass in person and the kids, bro. Big love and respect to your whole family out there, bro. Mrs. Blaze, my brother has that issue. Yeah, you know what? Like, check in with your tall friends, bro. We're not all right. We're not all right. And I'm not even that tall. I'm just extra medium. I'm still not all right. He's 6'3". Yeah, I'm glad that I don't have all that to worry about. You know what I'm saying? 6 foot is good. I'm not like, you know, I'm not an itty bitty mini, but you know, I'm not going to tell you what the weather is before you see it yourself. Matthew Hall, how happy I could catch a stream. Love from England. What's up? Please, could you and Jax say wood chipper with meaning? Hey, Jax!
Yeah? Wood chipper!
Wood chipper! Love you, bro. JD is the reason why I said I ain't going back to jail. 100. George, hell yeah, that's what's up. Live that good life, man. There's too much good food and good people and good stuff out here for us. I ain't trying to go back in there. Well, you guys, I've been on here way longer than I thought I was going to be on here. We just had a dope-ass chat, man. You guys just had some good questions and some good conversation, and it was just really cool to spend some time with you. I know that I missed the Sunday Night Live because we were going to see The Plot and You and Beartooth. But I'm going to be doing a live tomorrow night. If anybody wants to swing by, it's going to be the same live time on the same live channel. This whole community's welcome. You guys got my personal invitation. I love each and every one of you. Until then, be good or be good at it, baby.